Okay, people, good evening from the inside of my trusty truck here in Cordell, Georgia. I want to do a quick little video because it's kind of been on my mind to do it for a while, but I just keep not doing it. I kind of want to do a video about me finding my place as a commercial driver because, I started professionally driving in 2006 at the tender age of 26 years old. And I started with Greyhound, of course. So most of my time as a professional driver has been motor coaches, but I have also done a year in city transit, and I'm currently a trucker, soon to hit my three-year mark. So a lot of people ask me, which one do I prefer better, buses or trucks? And the honest answer to that is both of them have meant something to me in the time that I did it. Now, of course, Greyhound was more sentimental because that was a job I wanted since I was a child. I would be 5 years old with my little toy bus, making engine sounds, playing on the floor, dreaming about driving the Greyhound. So, of course, that particular job does have more sentimental value to me, only because it was a job I wanted for a long time. And from there, I ended up doing a year and a couple months in Polk County, Florida, doing the city bus, Citrus Connection. That's out of Polk County, Florida. So you service Lakeland, Florida, Winter Haven, Bartow. Where else? Those are really it. No, it's not. Hold on. Haines City. You do those cities. I did the yellow line. I had that my first 8 months, 9 months. And then going into the new year up until I quit, I did the yellow and the blue line. The thing about the city bus, and any city bus driver can tell you this, you come to know your passengers basically because they pretty much ride, they follow patterns. Like certain ones, that Mrs. Evelyn's gonna leave out on Monday at 12 o'clock. She'll be back on the 2 o'clock bus. Tammy and Robert, they usually go home on the 12 o'clock, and then every once in a blue moon, they'll go out on the last 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? You get to know the patterns of your people. With the city bus, it wasn't so much the coworkers that made it a good time. Not to say that there weren't good people, but for me, it was my people. They made it something that when I look back on my short year in local transit, that it was a beautiful thing. All my people were pleasant. I didn't have too many a-hole type of people on my schedule. And I treated my people with respect. I would clean my bus myself if it wasn't how I wanted it. I would spray it. I'd wipe the seats down. I'd wipe the handles down, the grab bars. And I think people, when they see that you care about giving them a clean ride or a clean bus, and they see that you're respectful to people, like say like my older seniors, a lot of drivers just stop and put the wheelchair lift out and that's it. I would put the bus in park and get out. Hey, let me get your bags. Or let me pull the cart up on the bus for you. And the result is that the people really respect you. So by the time I quit, I was getting donuts and people brought cookies. They didn't want to see me go. Like my one regular, Miss Evelyn, she didn't cry, but she did have a tear in her eye. Like, no, baby, you can't leave. You can't leave. I was like, yeah, I got to. And I just recently seen her this year. I made a quick stop in, and I'll put a picture where you guys can see it. I made a mark there, and for me to only been there like a year and 3 months, but it was fun, you know what I mean? And then now I'm currently a truck driver. Okay, so trucking. Hmm. Okay, so when I started trucking, my first month I did do the Dollar General account. I only did it for about a month or so, and it really wasn't bad to be honest. Because you remember coming from Greyhound, we had to unload the bus. A lot of times you would unload your bus by yourself. You know, if you weren't at a major terminal, so I didn't have a problem doing hard work. The problem with the Dollar General account was the way that they load those trailers. You know, you have rotators, and then you have they call them U-boats, and it comes preloaded and strapped down. So when you open the door of your trailer, you are staring at just a wall of product. So the way that they're supposed to do it, you know, the heavy stuff is on the rotators, and then the U-boats are like supposed to be like lighter stuff, you know, and then the rotators are like the heavier stuff, like bottled water, dog food, just stuff that's a little bit heavier. That's how it's supposed to be. But what I found out is that they were really just mix and matching them. Like you would have heavy stuff up top, the light stuff would be on the bottom. Some of the rotators, the the wheels on the bottom of them would be broke. So you got to think if you're trying to push a rotator with dog food and bottled water, and the wheels are like scraping against the cement. That's not a pretty picture. I mean, look at my wrist. I'm little. I'm skinny. So it just wasn't a pretty picture. I gave it a shot, but it wasn't for me. So after I did the Dollar General account, I ended up doing OTR for like 9 months. I loved it. It was an adventure, and I'll never forget it. It just felt like one big, never-ending road trip. And then they recruited me to a local account out of Oldsmar, Florida, and it was a Florida-only account. Okay, so I did that. I was on that account about a year and a half. I got it in June of 2023. Came off of it January of this year, 25. So I was on it a year and a half. So I said the first 6 months was Tampa to Jacksonville. Back the next year really was Miami, and then occasionally Jacksonville here and there, but not too much. And then just the last month, I've been regional. I do Florida, Tampa to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta, I'll do a little bit of Alabama, Birmingham, Chattanooga, Charlotte, and then South Carolina, you know, Columbia area. And then I'll do that for about a week. And then by Friday, I'm back in Tampa. Um, oh goodness. And I'm currently regional. So regional is actually my personal choice, my favorite, because you get out enough to you know, not do the same thing over and over. Because I found, you know, when I had my local account, yes, I like being home every night, stuff like that. It's a beautiful thing to be able to come home, but I got bored, to be honest. You know, I don't have kids. I'm single. So, you know, work to me keeps me moving, and so being regional enables me to where I'm not just sitting at home all the time. You know, hey, I'm out making money, making money, making money. So regional is my personal choice. Local was also kind of more stressful because you have deadlines. Like I said, you do LTL, you got to rush 2 hours to go here. Who knows how long it will take to be unloaded? Then you go somewhere else. Who knows how long it's going to take to be unloaded? So you're constantly rushing, 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 rushing. So, and I really wasn't a big fan of it. I mean, I did it because, who wouldn't want to be home every night and be off on the weekends? But now that I'm back out doing this regional, I'm like, this is more my speed, because you don't have a boss that local is more like a 9 to 5 type of thing. And you see your boss. When you're regional, you deal with a tablet or prompts on the phone. You know what I mean? So you're not being micromanaged. They give you your loads, they give you your delivery time, and you do it. That's it. So so long story short, I'm regional and I love it. The bus was fun when I did it. Local truck driving was okay when I did it, but for now, I feel the place for me is regional driving, where I'm out enough to be out, but I'm not going weeks and weeks and weeks at a time. So it's very important as a professional driver to find what works for you. Some people are only about the money, they don't care about the hours. Other people already have money, so they do care about the hours. The most important thing is find something that works for you, not for YouTube, not for Facebook, not for TikTok, but find something that works for you. And when you find it, do it to the best of your ability. Make the most out of it. I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm about to wrap this up. By the time you see this video, it'll be like 10 or 12 minutes, but it's like 30, 40 minutes of footage that I've been editing when I probably should be sleeping. Don't tell nobody that. But yeah, I'm happy with where things are. God blessed me with 14 years of Greyhound, my dream job. I did okay with the city bus. That was about a year. And then here I am now doing coming up on 3 years in trucking. So for the people who are new, stay encouraged. I always tell people, get through your first year. I don't care how hard it is. I don't care how tough it is. Get through year number 1, because once you do that, you have options, and it's really not even a year. They just tell you that, but once you do 6 months in trucking, opportunities will open up for you. So stay encouraged, everybody, because we do need, bus and truck. We're always hiring. We need people. We need good people. So I'm ending the video. It's kind of rambling a little bit, but you know how my channel is. I speak from the heart. I don't follow a script. I don't write notes out. I just speak from the heart and hope that I'm able to help somebody on their journey. So everybody be safe, be blessed. Who knows? I might start seeing people out here. My channel's not really super big yet. I kind of don't want it to. That way I could just be myself without, I feel like the bigger channels, they all say the same thing. They all have the same theme music. And I don't want to be that channel. I want to just be true to myself. All right, people.